whatever that means. And there are nights sometimes that I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head. I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah.
Well, hello again. Welcome to Rolynn's Reviews. I told you I would be here just a little bit later than usual. I just got off the highway and you know I was coming. Do me a favor, hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That tells YouTube that you are enjoying this content. All right, I'll give you a few moments to fill up the chat room. And as we wait, this is dedicated to Jasmine Crockett. Love hurts, love scars, love wounds and marks. Not tough enough or strong enough to take a lot of pain. Love is like a cloud, holds a lot of rain. I'm young, I know, but even so, I know a thing or two. I learned from you. I really learned a lot. Love is like a flame. It burns you when it's hot. Love hurts. Ooh, love hurts. Ooh, love hurts. All right. That's one of my all-time favorite songs. That song is dedicated to Jasmine Crockett because she is definitely hurting. All right, of course, Tijuana never gives anyone a chance. He's a music connoisseur just like myself. Tijuana Border Jumper, thank you for the super chat love. I am sending you some hearts in the comment section as we speak. Thanks so much for always showing up. Tijuana, I'm here for you. Baldwin Birds, Dorian, my girls. How you doing, Knuckin' Futz? Mayor, everyone. This is our I'm doing our here we go. All right. Let me get this right. This phone is not showing the accurate number. Yeah, I'm doing the roll call now. Jason, how you doing? And again, if we look at everything that's happened. I was talking to a family member today. I told you I was out of town for my family reunion, but I told you I would be here. And it's just so ironic. And we've said that here on the channel, that they stick all these Black women out. They tell them you're the backbone of the party. You're so important. They put you out here. They have you acting like buffoons. And then they back up, just like when I put Homer Simpson up and he backs away and he fades away into the hedges. That's what they've done. And so now Jasmine does not know what to do. And so since she is now no longer a shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see. Earth, wind, and fire. We know the elements. Since she is no longer their shining star, she is actually a falling star. And so now, look at everything that's coming out. So you see what they do. They withhold information. They knew all of this information before. But since they are no longer backing her, now look at all of the negative information coming out. So this is just where we are. Look at the title of tonight's video. Ghetto Democrat Jasmine Crockett lashes out. Of course, she's crying racism and her angry black staffers. Now, look at that. That's why I have it all caps. So she's always crying racism. Her black staffers are complaining and backstabbing her. So again, but she's still crying racism. So how you doing? My girls, how are you doing? Aurelius, how are you? LOL, they pushed her under the bus. Tijuana, they pushed her under the bus and ran her over. Yes, they did. So now she feels used and abused. But again, that's her own fault for allowing herself to be used. How you doing, Tina? Everyone, please hit that like button. Share this stream out on your various forms of social media. All right. Now, we'll this, and you may have heard. So again, now you notice the mainstream media, they never said anything when she was a rising star doing everything that the Democrats told her to do. They knew this information. Why is it now come? Someone type in the comment section. Why is this all coming out now? How you doing? Well, Nekafut says, Dorian says, cry me a river. I'm saying, yes. Hit and share. Thank you, Tijuana. Yeah, those that have Facebook, those that have Truth Social, share this stream out. The channel is growing. We just had 40 more people to subscribe. So, hey, as you can see, it seems like as soon as we hit 14,000, it's going quickly. So 14.1, 2, 3, it's almost 14.4. So it's really growing. Every time you hit that little thumb, every time you share this stream out, you are responsible for this channel growing. So I'm going to share this with you because when I click on, say, the New York Post, should be MSDNC, all those ads keep popping up. It slows the computer down. It just a whole bunch of crap pops up. I have to keep closing it. So that's why you just see me. Once I click on Google, I just come here and there's not a bunch of videos and ads popping up. She's like tissue. They used her and threw her away. Exactly. Sorry, not sorry. Useful idiot, no longer needed. Boom. They had her acting ghetto. Right now they're saying, oh, well, she's too ghetto. You had her act like that. Boss chick, how you doing? Yes, she was used as a puppet. Exactly. So I'm not sorry, but I will share this with you. And again, I want you to look at the timing of this. Now, everything negative. So once they're done with you, of course, they're in control of the mainstream media. So then they air all of the dirty laundry. They've known this for years. Why are we just now hearing about this? Right? So, okay, we know they manipulate the media. They release what they want released, and then they withheld all of this information until now. And so now she's salty. All right. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett has been the subject of recent reports alleging she mistreats her staff and creates a toxic staff environment. Tijuana border jumper, boss chick, Dorian, Tina, my girls. Someone type in the comment section. Anyone else who was here. Why did they not say anything about this? Did not just start. Why are they saying something about it now? Type it in the comment section for me, please. These accusations come from former staffers and congressional aides who described her as rude, rarely present in the office, and prone to yelling at staff. She picked that up and Sheila Jackson Lee. Okay, because they want black people back on the plantation. Boom. Exactly. They had her out here crashing out. Remember with Skamala the Curry Queen. Remember once her failed campaign was over, everything was released. Remember all of her staffers coming out talking about how bad that they were treated? They were black, right? But the Democrats love black people. What a joke. I'm saying we never heard anything negative about the Curry Queen until her campaign failed, and then everything came out. Remember, and they were salty too. Remember, they crashed out for her staffers, and then they weren't paid. She went with her husband to the resort, the $7 million resort. They used her to try and recapture the black folks that they tried to replace with illegals. It backfired. Boom, Tijuana, everything you said. Let me pin that comment. That definitely needs to be pinned so that anyone who comes in after the fact. Now, why won't they let me pin this? Okay, there it is. That's exactly, in a nutshell, what has taken place. Right. So look at this. Verbal abuse, screaming at staff, multiple sources allege. Crockett yells at her staff and has berated at least one staffer to the point of tears. Okay, so why are they just now saying something about that? We never heard about this when she was their rising star. They literally pimped her out. Yes, they did. Disengagement and lack of focus on constituent needs. Someone type in the comment section, how you doing, Brizzy13? Nothing like a racist screaming about racism. Boom. Brizzy, you're new here. Hit that like button, love. Share this stream on Truth Social. Share it on Facebook. Exactly. That's all she ever screamed was racism. Now, again, that they're not talking about her white staff. The black staffers are the ones complaining about her. I think that is so ironic. I love it. Now, they said that some staffers described Crockett as being more focused on being a political influencer and appearing on talk shows rather than focusing on legislative work or her district's needs. How many of you are old enough to remember and have been on this channel long enough to remember multiple videos? What have we been talking about in reference to Democratic congressmen and politicians? The only thing they have done is focused on the needs of illegals. And if you go look in her district, oh my, there are so many needs. But she and the other Democrats are out here crashing out for the illegals. We've said this multiple times. You don't see Trump act like that around his staffers. No. Citizen Kane, she's not the first one to crash out on staff and certainly not the first black one to pull that. What they better learn is that when we say no reparations, no black vote, believe us the first time. Okay, that's Citizen Kane. Jeffrey, newcomers only. Tijuana, Aurelius, good thing we have a brain not to fall for the banana in the tailpipe. Exactly. And again, a lot of black Americans are looking at the Democrats with the side eye. Because they have eyeballs. They see what the Democrats are doing for people who aren't even citizens. And so now they're like, hey, wait a minute. Right? Boss chick, bought and paid for. She's bought and paid for. Al Sharptongue, bought and paid for. NAACP, bought and paid for. Congressional Black Caucus, bought and paid for. Black congressman, represented, everyone is bought and paid for. They're not going to do anything for the constituents that voted them into office. They're only following the Democratic agenda. Boom. The nerve, trying to get FBAs to be okay with this illegal immigrant. Robert, they're still doing it. So what we're reading here is what we've said for the past year. Demanding high-end vehicles and preferential treatment. Now, she's the queen of racism. But look at what she's been getting. It's been alleged that Crockett requires staffers to rent luxury SUVs, such as Escalades, to chauffeur her to and from the Capitol, Capitol and expects them to open her car door, according to the New York Post. Wasn't she one of these people talking about Trump was trying to be a king? Sounds to me like she's trying to be a queen. I'm just asking for a friend. How many of you, Robert, that's right, love hurts? Yes, it does. And so that's one of my favorite songs too. Nazareth, oh my God, I love it. So yeah, everything she was saying about Trump, look at what she was talking about herself. Oh, high staff turnover. And remember, with the Curry Queen, any of this sound familiar? Okay. These alleged workplace conditions have led to a rapid turnover of staff, with some Black, again, they're not talking about anyone of any other nationality, Black, let me highlight that. Black female staffers feeling particularly disempowered. Now, Jasmine's Black. Her Black staffers are the ones having problems with her, but she's so pro-Black. Make this make sense, people. She's pointing to Trump and the Republicans, racist. It looks to me like, according to her Black staffers, she's the one being racist. You can't make this stuff up. Crockett has responded to these accusations by calling them slander, nonsense, and lies. In an interview on CBS News, she laughed off the allegations, referencing Beyonce's quote about people talking about you when you've arrived. So she thinks that she has arrived. MAGA, the truth bombs are landing. MAGA, I can't hit it fast enough. This is ironic. Skamala is not Black. She's part of the caste system. Yes. Evil woman. Da-da-da-da-da. Evil woman. Da-da-da-da-da. Evil woman. Da-da-da-da-da. Evil woman. No, I haven't had my singing lessons, but I love that song. Maya sisters, how you doing? I'm conflicted over this report. Crockett's behavior was shameful, unprofessional, not classy. This report bothers me because it reinforces the stigma of angry Black women, which we try to avoid. Maya sisters, we still have to put this information out on Front Street because of the way Miss Crockett presents herself and how she's always screaming racism and talking about Black girl magic and how Black women are being discriminated against. It looks like she's in the group who's being a part of the discriminating against the Black women that she says she's here for. You can't make this stuff up. And so what do you, electric light? Oh yes, I love ELO. Oh yeah. Electric, hey, don't bring me down. ELO, Electric Light Orchestra, don't bring me down. Ooh. She arrived and they sent her Black butt packing. Boom. Maya, and I get it. I understand what you're saying, but we still need, when someone is being hypocritical, we have to expose them. This is the whole basis for everything she says. Racism, white supremacy. These are Black staffers complaining. Just like with the Curry Queen, right? Yes, Knuckin' Futz. Yes. Jasmine Crockett. She discriminated against the LGBT by trying to degrade for being yeah. So how you doing, Beverly? So the person who's always screaming about racism and white supremacy, according to her Black staffers, that's what she's doing to them. Make it make sense. So when you're a hypocrite, it all comes out, folks. It does. It comes out. So hit that like button, folks. What do you think about this? I'm talking about it, but I want to know your thoughts. Yes. Oh, Robert, you want me to sing The Evil Woman? Oh my God. Yeah, let me take this down and put up a video for you. So again, to me, this is very ironic because that's her the whole foundation of everything that she says. White supremacy, systemic racism. Well, ma'am, according to your black staffers, you're a part of the white supremacy and systemic racism, because that's what you're doing to them. I love it. I love it every time they are exposed. I love it. All right. Hit that like button if you will. Now let's look at this short clip. It sounds like love and hip hop. Woo! Tina, can you believe this? I'm still waiting for the Omarosa tapes where President Trump used certain racial epithets. Tijuana, we know she flipped out when they picked her up and all of her things and threw her out of the White House. And when she did that, I had nothing for Omarosa, because you were Team Trump until you were put out of the White House. Now you flipped, and then didn't she have a book she was trying to sell? So to me, she was not credible. I did not listen to anything Omarosa had to say, because you praised him, and then boom, once you lost your job, oh, he's the biggest racist ever born. Yeah, we're still waiting for the tapes, but don't hold your breath. Listen to this.
Democrats in Texas are getting a little bit of attention because of.
Let me get rid of the commercial.
Star Jasmine Crockett. Turns out she may be a toxic boss, according to the New York Post. Here's the headline. Trump critic Rep. Jasmine Crockett is a no-show boss from hell who terrorizes staffers. Aides say, all diva, no wow. Inside, you see a quote, former aide to Crockett, saying that they don't like their boss. She is lying around her apartment, won't come into the office, and is just really indifferent to staff and will scream at them. She is never in the office and is very disengaged. She does her BS that goes viral and then freaks out over the most random things.
I mean, who's surprised? I mean, this is my favorite Congresswoman. I enjoy her because I think if you promote someone like this, then you can just kiss the national election goodbye. And honestly, I don't think this was like a secret. She kind of does act this way publicly as well, but she's getting the Amy Klobuchar treatment. Abuses the staff. Kamala Harris, with her behind the scenes, abuses her staff, doesn't really do the work, trying to look for viral moments. And she's really not
And again, the people who are voting for these people, their constituents, they need to speak up. Stop voting blue no matter who. These people are doing nothing for you. I do not care if they are black. I don't care what color they are. If you vote for people, they don't do what they say they're going to do. You know what you need to do the next voting cycle. Stop voting. That gender politics, that identity politics has failed. It doesn't work. Stop it.
Effective as well. What piece of legislation can you say she has been successful on? What piece of legislation has she changed the country on?
This is why I told you I have a major problem. She's out here doing that. What's that she said about she and Marjorie Greene, of course, they had some words several times. And then she was out here rapping, they not like us, trying to be hood, and she's not. And again, what legislation have you've done? Nothing. Yes, like I said, you did. What's that? She said about Margie Green. She called her bad built butch body, and then there was a little song, and people were laughing, ha ha ha. So what? People were laughing. People got a laugh out of it. What have you done for the people in your district? And I watched the video, and I haven't had time to cue that up for you. Her district is woefully in need. Okay. If I can find it, like I said, I just got off the highway. I haven't had time to really prepare it like I normally do. But yeah.
Well, unfortunately, fame is a very powerful drug, and clearly it has gotten to her head. I interviewed Congressman Chairman James Comer, and I asked him about her because she's on the Oversight Committee. And he said when she first came to Congress, totally different person than she is today. It's like night and day. And then we saw that do you remember the Atlantic profile piece? Mm-hmm. She said she was shutting down the profile and revoking all permissions like you have the authority to do so, because the Atlantic reporter had the audacity to ask other Democrats, about her. And then apparently her lock screen is like a photo of herself.
The Escalade. She asked the staff to use the Escalade. They have to rent an Escalade to come pick her up. Now, normally the members let their interns as well as their schedulers just use their personal car and they can come pick her up. But she requires them to go rent the Escalade and they have to be waiting outside of the Escalade with the door open.
Griff, I'm sure you're surprised.
You mentioned Amy Klobuchar. It's unclear whether or not Jasmine Crockett eats salads with a comb, which was, of course, a rub on her. We reached out, actually, or Fox News Digital reached out to Rep. Crockett for comment. We have yet to hear back.
I'm Steve Deuce.
Was that Tijuana? That must have been Benny Johnson. Yeah, Benny Johnson walked through her district. Like I said, I watched so many videos. I'll cue that up for you. And this is what I was telling you when the mayor of Newark and the representative, they're out there trying to fight ICE, trying to get into the detention facilities, and your district is trash. Your people are in high crime, high poverty areas, but this is what you're doing. And I have a major, major problem with that. So what that probably was, let me find it. That when you say that was Benny Johnson, because I look at so many people. That probably, because I looked at the video, Tijuana, and he walked through her district. Her district is atrocious. Just like all of these other Democrats, their districts are atrocious, but they're not trying to improve their districts. Thank you, Tijuana. Yeah, I've seen it. I worked my entire teaching career in our South Dallas district. It's the poorest part of Dallas. Lots of issues: crime, drugs, business deserts. The people were grifted into voting for her. Thank you, Lanita. Yeah. And Tijuana has seen the same video I've seen. Okay, yeah, I've seen it. It's horrible. Let me see. Where is it? I will pull that up for you. And we know she's a fraud. She's not hood. She went to private schools, but she's trying to be something she's not. And people can see that she is fake and phony. And yeah. Crashes out. Let me see. Yeah, let me find. I'm going to cue that up for you because I watched that and I was like, well, I think it was one of his shorts, Tijuana. I'm going to show that to everyone. Nancy Mace. Yeah, Tina. Let me show you. Yeah, I'll show that to you right now because that is unacceptable. You're doing all of this for non-American citizens, but your district is trash. And those of you who've been on this channel, you know that's a sore spot for me. And because these non-citizens did not vote for you, the people in your district. So look at this. Look at her district.
Yeah, we are checking out.
It's a Republican word, property. Liberals got different words like rent. That's a big one, rent.
Hold on, this is not. Let me get his shorts going here. So let me see if I can get it going here.
Yeah, we are checking out Jasmine Crockett's district today, talking to people and getting the real story about what's going on here in South Dallas. Seen better days, and I got to tell you, a lot of people have a lot to say about Jasmine. Let's go ahead and look at where she represents, and it's sort of a really good reflection of who she is. It's ghetto as hell, it's broke, and it's hard to look at. A bar and grill church, which I think is really unique. Still got payphones. Well, that's lucky one. Lots and lots and lots of trash and lots of blight. It's like no business is actually open. Just doing a walk through Jasmine Crockett's district. It's interesting. Just so much blight. I haven't seen an open business like at all, but hey.
At least we got free public toilet.
The people living in South Dallas were kind to us. They were warm and gentle, and they deserve better than a code-switching theater kid playing a hood rat representing them in Congress.
No one could have told me that when I went down to Austin, now it looks like a little bit over a year ago, that I would be running for Congress.
Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes, he is.
You are fake news.
Yeah, we are checking out Jasmine.
So again, she does that to get people laughing and riled up. But look at the district. I don't give a care about jokes and, you know, one-liners. You know she's not living there. MAGA, she's a multi-millionaire. You know she's not. She killed the stereotype of rhythm with that one video. Yeah, when she's rapping, they're not like us. Right. All bark, no bite. You look at her and look at her district. And again, hit the like button, folks. If you look at a lot of these Democrats, it's the same thing. And people are voting for them and they're doing nothing for them. And I have an issue with that. I do. I have another video for you. I won't keep you too long. Thank you for sticking with me since I am later than usual. But again, I was on the highway and okay, then she did this little, I have another little video clip for you where Jasmine, of course, she denies everything. And she's talking about the FBI involvement in Texas, redistricting. What do you care? You didn't do anything for your district anyway. So this is too much. So let me show you a clip or two. And there we go. CBS News. So she's calling out all this other nonsense when what she needs to be doing. She needs to be working for her constituents in her district is what she needs to be doing. So let me show you what she's talking about. Calls FBI involvement in Texas redistricting fight absolutely concerning. Well, ma'am, what's concerning to me is you're doing nothing for the people in your district. That's what you need to be concerned with. What a joke. All right, here we go. Hit the like button.
Party line vote advanced the state's redistricting map. Also, the state's attorney general, Ken Paxton, launched an investigation into a George Soros-backed political action committee for assistance.
Okay, he just, hey, the gift that keeps on giving. George Soros. Did everyone hear that? Keep listening.
Assisting Democratic lawmakers who have left the state to deny a quorum to slow that redistricting process down. Earlier, I spoke to Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Texas Democratic Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett joins me now. Congresswoman, my audience is pretty thoroughly dialed in on this Texas redistricting battle. So I want to go through, if I could with you, your hierarchy of concerns. Number one, how concerned or not concerned are you about what Senator John Cornyn said today, that the FBI has granted his request to go hunt down members of the Texas legislature who are not in Texas?
Oh, it's absolutely concerning. Obviously, this is not a federal issue. This is absolutely a state issue, as these are state lawmakers, number one. Number two, there's a lot of things that our FBI could be doing, such as keeping us safe, instead of doing the bidding of a corrupt.
Ma'am, we wouldn't have to worry about the FBI trying to keep us safe if the Biden-Harris admin had not flooded this country with millions of illegals. Boom. However, they never mention that.
President who has decided that he doesn't want any accountability, and he knows that the persons within his party are not willing to hold him accountable. And honestly, frankly, it is so concerning that this came from John Cornyn. Now, Ted Cruz doing this, that sounds on brand, but John Cornyn is not this guy. I will tell you that I honestly have the utmost respect for John Cornyn. He has been a good partner when it comes to working on legislation. We have always put Texas first. So the idea that it's now Texas last and it's whatever the orange orangutan wants him to do is.
So again, so you see what she's doing? So this is how she keeps people engaged. She's name calling. But again, If you've been here, I just showed you how the blight in her district. That's what she needs to be focusing on. She was raised better than that. Tina, you know her parents are embarrassed. They spent all that money. She was in private schools her entire life. She's out here trying to act like a hood rat, which she is not. And people can see through that. It's fake. That's why people are not paying any attention to her any longer. I'm tired of Jasmine Crockett. Me too, Lord Jammer. You know, this is ridiculous. Yes, she is. Yeah, Orange Man. No one's listening to that crap.
Is really sad that he would get to this point in his career and then decide that he would start to kind of play the political games.
The orange orangutan, I believe, is your reference to the President of the United States.
Now, this is CBS, so of course they're enjoying the name calling that she's doing. They're idiots as well.
Yes.
Understood. Just wanted to clarify. How concerned or not concerned are you, Congresswoman Crockett, about efforts to expel members of the Democratic caucus in the state legislature?
Get rid of the commercial. So she, as well as all of these other Democrats, you guys know the sore spot for me. And so if I need jokes, I can go look at some shows that will make me laugh. I don't need them from a congresswoman. I don't need them from anyone in the NAACP, the Congressional Black Caucus. Business is business. And all of this, you know, name calling and joke cracking, ha, ha, ha. As I think my girl said, what have you done for me lately? Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Ooh, yeah, and they've done nothing.
Why?
It doesn't concern me that they are trying to do this because obviously I was a part of the quorum break in 2021. And so when I participated in that quorum break, there were various things that they tried to submit to the Supreme Court at that time. And the Texas Supreme Court at that time, which for the most part has the same makeup as it did in 2021, it specifically said that these were political issues and therefore they had no jurisdiction to get involved. I don't think that this will be any different. One of the things that MAGA is really good about is they always want to put on a show. So it's
what did she just say? MAGA's trying to put on a show. Ma'am, Tina, I can't either. Ma'am, every time you have a camera in front of you, you put on a show. MAGA, you would think she would spend some of her money on that stuff, but teach their own. Yes. Thank you, Dorian. Tina says, I can't stand her voice. MAGA, she wants to be a reality TV star. Exactly. Jasmine Crockett went from looking human to looking like a creature. Okay. Baldwin Birds, how you doing, love? She's the one who puts on the show. Malik, how you doing? She's not talking ratchet and ghetto now. I guess since the gig is up, she's back to her normal self. Exactly. She code switches. I mean, too much. Major Garrett used to work for Fox News. I'm disappointed he let her get away with that insult. Yeah, Jammer and CBS. So, you know. Yes, my girls, you can tell she's not the same person since she's been knocked down. Lord Jammer, you were who was here? You were here when we talked about how she's different. Right, Tina? She needs to be seen.
It's like, you know, grabbing people off the streets. That's about putting on a show. Doing things like, oh, we're going to kick you out of office. It's about putting on a show. I truly believe that not every portion of democracy has failed just yet. And frankly, the only part that hasn't fully kind of succumbed at this point is the courts in general. Any wins that we have experienced on behalf of democracy thus far have been in the courts. And so while I don't necessarily have the utmost faith in all courts, I do know that there is recent precedents specifically about quorum breaking.
Tijuana said CBS because that's all you see is BS. Tijuana, I love it. Oh my God.
For Texans, as well as I understand that in our Texas Constitution, it specifically allows for a quorum break. So it doesn't make sense. I just don't see this Supreme Court twisting itself into a pretzel just to appease this governor who's trying to appease the president.
What about accusations from the sitting Attorney General of Texas, Ken Paxton, that those who have fled the state, who are members of the legislature, who are Democrats, are accepting bribes to do so, to pay for their expenses?
Listen, now I will tell you that he knows a little something about taking money that he's not supposed to take. I mean, if there's any.
Okay, did she just say that? How many of you are old enough to remember the older white couple in Texas? $16,000 was taken from their account and given to her campaign. How many of you remember that? Okay, so, but she's up here talking about someone taking money they shouldn't be taking. Remember the older white couple had $16,000 taken from their checking account, and it went to Jasmine Crockett. You remember that, Jeffrey? Okay, I know I'm not crazy. Thank you. Thank you, Tijuana. She's a fraud and she's fake. Exactly. My girls remembers. Yes. So listen, everything she says, she's the culprit. I can't with her.
Anybody that understands breaking the law, it is definitely the one that was under federal investigation for I don't know how many years and was subject to state felony indictments for close to probably 8 years in the state of Texas. But honestly, we've done quorum breaks before. And again, there's never been anyone that even tried to presume or tried to pretend as if this was bribery. Listen, these are people that are out there. They are working on behalf of their constituents. And when we...
Which you are not, ma'am. You're only concerned with the Democratic agenda.
We are not in a regular session in Texas. We are allowed to take donations. We are one of the few states that so long as you're in session, regular session, you're not allowed to take any money. And the reason is because literally lobbyists would come on the floor and drop money historically in Texas to try to get their way. So they changed the law. And so there is nothing illegal about what they're doing. People can donate to them and support them in their advocacy and how it is that they believe that they need to represent for their districts.
On this program last night, Brian Harrison, who is a Republican member of the Texas House, said that the Democrats who have left Texas are hypocrites, his word, not mine, because they fled to Illinois, a deeply gerrymandered state, or they fled to California or New York, deeply Democratic gerrymandered states. So he listed 3 and said those are representative of flaws in the system that Texas Republicans are just trying to balance in Texas. I'd like your response.
Tina says she's almost done because I can't take much before Tina's done. Hit that like button, folks. Yeah, we have about 51 people in here, only 43 of it. If everyone hits that like button, we'll bring even more people to the conversation. Tina, don't lose your dinner, love. Mom's YouTube account. How are you, love? Good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh my God, hilarious.
Yeah, listen, I just can't listen to any Republican right now. If you are not a Republican that had a problem with the fact that the U.S. House decided that they would go on recess for an entire month because they did not want to deal with the Epstein files, then you absolutely have no place to speak. Now, I will be honest and tell you that there were some Republicans, mostly on the federal level, that absolutely said in a very bipartisan way that they believed in the transparency and they believed that these files should absolutely be turned over to us. So all of a sudden, you want to talk about this? It's the same thing with Congressman Kiley, who all of a sudden wants to file a bill saying, hey, we can't do mid-decade redistricting only because he believes that he's on the chopping block in California if California does what they're saying that they're going to do. So here's the deal. Time out for Democrats just sitting there and being the bigger person and absolutely doing the moral thing.
When have they been the bigger person, done the moral thing? Never. Jammer, you're right.
Right thing when Republicans are playing with a completely different playbook. They don't know how to deal with us actually deciding that we will get on their level. And unfortunately, for the American people, that level is not an uplifting level. Unfortunately, it is very down and dirty. But at the end of the day, we refuse to be anybody's doormat. So I got news for them. I'm not going to let you walk over me, because walking over me means you're walking over and you're stepping on my constituents. And some things are big.
They're walking and stepping on your constituents. You're not doing anything for your constituents. At least they're engaged.
Than any titles. And one of those things is absolutely democracy and fighting for it and making sure we do everything to preserve it, even if it means that we got to get in the mud and play the same game that y'all are playing.
Congresswoman Crockett, you gained a lot of attention by being a rather fierce critic of the president. Some of your language in this interview suggests as much. Teddy Rose.
That's all she's good for, is calling people names. But again, show me the legislation she's responsible for. I'll show you a big goose egg. 0. How you doing, Agent Orange? Barnes, 3 years equals NOTHING. Thank you. Please wake up. Please wake me up when she's done. Aurelia says throwing up again. Wake me up before you go. Oh my goodness. My girls. Yes, you've been canceled. My girl says sit down, shut up. Boom. Jasmine, keep on, weave on down. Oh, keep on, weave on down the road. I love it. Jammer's got some juice. Wow, she's describing her own Democratic Party. Thank you, Malik. Everything she says, she's describing herself and the Democrats. Uptown girl. All right, Billy Joel.
Roosevelt told us to be in the arena means to be scrutinized and to be criticized. The New York Post has a story today that has a headline that reads, "No show boss from hell who terrorizes staffers," referring to you. Are you a no-show boss from hell who terrorizes staffers?
Oh my goodness. Listen, I know that I have arrived, honey. That is the way that I see this, because as Beyonce says, if they're not talking about you, then obviously you must not be doing anything. You know what? This is just more slander, more nonsense, more lies. And honestly, I don't think that the New York Post would probably be the first ones to be able to figure out if I was
Agent Orange. Yes, we did a video months ago exposing her truth, and she came, you said upper middle class. Yeah, she went to private schools. People know she's fake. She grew up upper middle class neighborhood, St. Louis, not even from the district. Yeah, she went to private school. Yes, Beverly White, evil, but used to keep Black Americans on the Democratic plantation. Yes, another Curry Queen move. Boom. They said the same thing about the Curry Queen. So everyone's lying on these two women. Okay.
A boss from hell. I just don't think so. I have happily served on the state level for I did 2 years there, and now I am at year 2.5 on the federal level. And so 5.5 years in, all of a sudden I'm this terrible person and terrible boss. Yeah, I don't think so. And ultimately it wouldn't be the New York Post. Now, here's the reality. It is very difficult to work on the Hill, no matter who you are, whether you're a member, as you and I were joking before we got on camera about all of the scrutiny that comes with being not only woman, but being young and being a Black woman. Yeah, there's a lot of scrutiny that comes my way, and it comes my way from all different angles. But when people start talking about you, that's when you know that you are obviously getting under their skin. So
yeah, because of the way you're treating them, ma'am. My girls, she is delusional. She is. Oh my God. And you know, now she can't say, if it had been white staffers, oh, it's just racism. So she's in her feelings because these are Black staffers that you say you're out here, you know, pleading and saying, oh, you're doing so much to help Black people, which you're not. And your Black staffers are the ones you treat bad. I can't make this stuff up. Now she's an actress in the mode of Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton, just an act for big cash. That's all it is, Agent. And I put out so many good comments that YouTube does not let go through. Yeah, MAGA, you know how they are. I'm sure Joy Reid, yeah, you go to Joy Reid's show. I went to school with girls like her, pure chameleon back in the day and still that way today. Lanita, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Her own folks are trashing her bar and she can't say white supremacy and racism. It's Black. Her Black Staffers are doing this. I love it.
I'm not going to give up. There's a song that I like to quote every once in a while. It says, "Your hate is my motivation." So keep hating. All it does is motivate me to continue to do what I do, which is to be loud and proud on behalf of the American people.
Texas Democrat.
She's saying she like being loud and proud on behalf of the American people. She's loud and proud on behalf of the Democratic Party. Has nothing to do with the American people. Stop it. Fat Al. Tina, I remember. Tina, yes. Yes. When he remember Roy Ennis knocked him out on what was that show? Geraldo. Oh my God. Yes, so she is full of it. And I wanted to show that to you. Hit the like button if you are enjoying this content. Also share this stream out. Yeah, Dorian's telling her to go on Love and Hip Hop. Woo! So we know what this is about, folks. She is full of it. And we're not paying any. It's laughable to me. Everything she's saying, I'm just like, what the heck are you talking about? You are describing yourself. You are describing the Democrats. And again, you have been exposed by your own team. And you have an excuse for everything. Oh, I got one more to show you, the 5. Woo! I love it. The 5, they get her too now. Yeah, the 5, they are hilarious. I love the 5. Hit the like button, share this stream out. Thank you. All right, here we go. Put some volume to it. I hope everyone can see it clearly. Let me check. Okay, everything's good. Here we go.
Star Jasmine Crockett is usually known for her expletive-filled tirades against President Trump.
The mofo that resides in the White House has unilaterally, in my estimation, declared war. They understand that we have a Timu Hitler in the White House right now.
Did you hear what she called him? A Timu Hitler. Yes, she was backstabbed. I watched Black women today dissing her, even Black men. Tijuana, they are talking about her all over social media. They know she's fake. I think Agent Orange came in here and dropped a few comments about her true past, her history, and going to private school. So all these poor people who ran out, the Democrats told to go out and vote for her. They're like, wait a minute. She's not like us. Like she said when she was out here rapping, but what's that? Kendrick Lamar, they're not like us. Very belligerent and hateful to be so young. Yes. James, another wig troll. Baby doll eyelash. Yeah, listen to this crap.
That thinks that he is going to become the dictator of the United States. Listen, Donald Trump is a piece of shit. Okay, we know that. Yes.
See, that's how she does. She gets her quick little, hit. She'll say something to get the crowd riled up. But again, what have you done for your constituents? Nothing. Mom's YouTube account. Yeah, Jasmine, you are evil. Your soul and weave is required. Joy Jammer. Woo!
Wow, she's so tough. Well, now 3 former Crockett staffers are dropping a dime to the New York Post, dishing some dirt on how their, quote, diva boss refuses to come into the office. And when she does, it's only to scream at the employees. It turns out Crockett's got bigger ambitions than being a humble lawmaker. As one aide puts it, quote, she is focused almost exclusively on being an influencer, not a member of Congress. And Jazzy has some very specific demands for her personal chauffeur. The staffer is expected to stand outside the vehicle, which has to be an Escalade or similar upscale make, and open the door for her. But Crockett, of course, is denying all the allegations.
as Beyonce said.
And we don't have to listen to that part because but I want you to hear what the five has to say. But we just listened to that. Don't worry, Jasmine. My husband's keeping the other side of the stereotype going. 2 left feet. MAGA agent. She came from privilege. God bless her, folks. Bless her folks for making something of themselves. But you want to talk about evil spawn? Yeah, spawn of Satan, agent. But see, people now know, the people, the poor people that were coerced into going out and voting for this woman who was going to do so much for you. Now they know it was all a hoax and they are done with her. I love it. Just like the Democrats. She needs a ticket back to the street. Yes. What happened to Wiggity Henyard? Is she not yet, Mom? I don't know what's going on with that investigation. She is not in jail. There was a YouTuber who put a video up that said she had been arrested, and then when you clicked on that, it was all clickbait. It did not happen. And I've looked all over the internet. She has not been arrested yet. Okay, here we go.
That truly was a laptop from hell. So why wouldn't they be able to do their journalistic due diligence and figure out that Jasmine Crockett is the boss from hell, Greg?
I don't know how anybody could be surprised by that. She doesn't seem like someone who puts others first. She is a fairly common politician. They enter politics not as an avenue for service, but for status, self-reward, and perks, like Joe Biden did. Except this is a little different because there's no accountability at all for her because she's a politician and a member of a protected class. No white Democrat would ever disagree with her. And so without guidance or standards, she gets...
She's a black woman. She's a Democrat. They're afraid to touch. They would not touch her with a 69.5-foot pole because, of course, they will be called racist. We know that already. We know the same old trope.
It's worse. She ends up, when she does these tirades, she sounds like everyone in a TikTok video saying they're not going to pay for the entire meal at the restaurant because the bread that was brought to the table 2 hours ago is now cold.
Thank you, Greg. Well said. All right, so Harold, I'm looking at...
Yeah, Lord Jammer and Jason, I don't know what Candace is going to do. The current grift runs out. Yeah, I tell you, I'm disappointed in her, Jason, how she just flipped. And so I just don't know. I haven't been to her channel in a while because I don't know what to make of Candace Owens right now. She just flipped. I don't know.
The story, she's got to have an Escalade. The staffer has to stand outside the vehicle like a driver, throwing fits, yelling at people, a total diva. Did you feel like you were reading your own biography here?
I think you could. The problem with politics today is what this description of this young lady. I don't know if any of this is true, but I think so many politicians, and it's clear she's a big fan of using social media. I've been a complainer of where I think the state of politics is today. I think people are less problem solvers and want to be more pundits on TikTok and pundits on Instagram about things that are not really serious. We have a day in which the president looks like he's broken another peace agreement between two nations. He's trying, and I happen to think we got to stop coddling this thug Putin. And we don't hear any of that on Instagram or TikTok from these people. We've narrowed our political ideology to just attacking Trump. And saying that he's awful, he's terrible. We use expletives. I don't understand all the cussing public. I cuss a lot in private. I might cuss when we get in commercial break. But I don't understand how, as a politician, that's a normal part of your narrative when you're out trying to express yourself and talk about issues that matter to your constituents. Ultimately, voters will have to decide if this is what they want.
But don't her voters love this?
Well,
I mean, can't you see her constituents like, yes, that's what I would do if I were in Congress?
Well, I think it goes both ways.
Got to be an Escalade.
I think Democrats and Republicans, I mean, I can name, I'm not going to name names of those on the other side of the aisle who I think are unserious as well. This is not serious. And that's why I think I'm somewhat of a dinosaur when it comes to politics today, because I actually think you should get elected to office at whatever level you are and actually try to solve problems, which is when Shannon made the comment earlier about reaching across the aisle. I just want to get things done. And I don't get the sense, to Greg's point, that many of these people in Congress today, that's not their foremost objective.
Click here to subscribe.
So I wanted you to hear that. Yeah. Caesar, welcome to the show, love. We've said that so far as she's concerned, ever since it first started with, when She was the last person that was chosen. She has totally, you can see, she looks like she has just been, what the old people used to say, rode hard and put up wet. You can tell she's not the same person. She's lost some of her fervor. She's not the same. And I did a video. We were talking about how she is not the same. I can definitely tell. Her weave shrunk after she washed it, Caesar. And so that's where we are. Hit the like button, folks. We have 60 people in here. Only 52 have hit that like button. If everyone hits it, hey. And if you're watching and you're not already subscribed, today's your day. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure it is on all notifications. So yeah, tell me what your thoughts are. Dorian is still calling her evil, and again, one of my favorite songs. I've had nothing but bad luck since the day I saw that cat at my door. So I came into you, sweet lady, answering your mystical call. I know Tijuana knows it. Crystal ball on the table, showing the future, the past. Same cat with the evil eyes, and I knew it was a spell she cast. Oh, she's just a devil woman with evil on her mind. Beware the devil woman, she's gonna get you. Tijuana! Woo! You know I love Cliff Richard. You know I love Cliff Richard. 1976 was a good year. Woo! Oh, well, that's his preference. I love that. Yes, Tina. I love the, hey, I'll break it. How you doing, Randy Golden Crown? Hit that like button, love. Cliff Richard, yes. It's so funny how we don't talk anymore. Yeah. Hey, I'll break out. Those of you who are new, I break out singing old songs because I'm still trying to go back to the past when people had talent, when we weren't going through all of this and everything was racist and people being canceled. I'm trying to go back. So if you're watching my show and I break off and start singing an old song, you just know I'm having a moment. And I'm eventually going to take some singing lessons so I don't hurt your ears too bad. Oh my God. Randy Golden Crown already subscribed. Thank you, love. Cliff Richard did a duet with Olivia Newton-John. Oh, I love that. Suddenly. Oh, yes. And I'm ready to take all my chances with you. Yes, I know Cliff Richard. He was on Solid Gold. Okay, now I'm going back a long ways. Okay, I'm old. Texas Proud One. Amen, ma'am. Don't stop. Thank you, Texas Proud One. Hit that like button, love. Oh, yes. Devil with a blue dress on. Blazer Bob. Woo! Hey, I love all the classics. I even like Charlie Daniels. The devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind because he was way behind. He was willing to make a deal. Woo! Chicken in the bread pan, picking out dough. Woo! Billy Preston, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something if you want to be with me. Solid Gold. Yes, we all looked at Solid Gold. Oh, man. So all I have to say in conclusion, family TV night. Yes, Tina, not that. Which one, Tina? Tell me which one you're talking about. Because he had a few. Short people got. No, that wasn't him. That was someone else. Tell me which Billy Preston you're talking about. So anyway, Jasmine Crockett. Someone asked, oh my God, you're talking about her again? Yes. She is in her feelings. She is distraught. And those that don't know, she now, remember, they're all coming to our platform. Thank you. Randy Newman did Short People. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Yeah. Music when it was great, not the garbage today. You got it, Lord Jammer. But yeah, she's in her feelings. And again, it's not her white staffers, her black staffers. Remember, she's always saying, oh, I'm a black woman and I'm doing this for black people, that for black people. We know she's doing nothing. But you know, trying to build her brand. We know that. Trying to be an influencer. No auto-tune. Woo! So she's complaining about the backstabbers, these black women that are backstabbing her. This, I guess, again, remember with the Curry Queen, Teddy Pendergrass. Yes. One of my favorite songs by Teddy Pendergrass is when he was with Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. And it you know, it's in reference to the world. Wake up, everybody, no more sleeping in bed. And it's about everything going on in the world. And that's one of my favorite songs. 5 feet tall, MAGA. Short people got no reason to live. Okay. Sister Sledge, we are a family. You know it. She's so crooked, but she can't escape God's judgment. Right, Randy? I ignore her. Everything she says. Texas Proud One. Okay, baby. Everything she says about Trump, about Republicans, she's doing it. And let me show you. This is what she does. I'll show you one more thing. So she makes up something and it becomes a meme and people, see, she got them told. I don't need you to tell anyone anything. If I'm in your district, and those of you who are just coming in, make sure you go back. Benny Johnson did a short on her district. I wish you could see the blight in the community. Biggie Smalls sample between the sheets and made it big. Oh, yes. Yes, Biggie Smalls. Baby. I want to go back to Miss Rolynn when we all loved each other and took care of each other. Tina, yes. Oh my God. So one of my favorite songs, this song is dedicated to Jasmine Crockett because she says these people are lying and they're backstabbing her. How many of you remember this one? What do? They smile in your face all the time. They want to take your place. The backstabbers. Backstabbers. Oh my God. All you fellas, you better beware. Oh yes, I like Earth, Wind, and Fire. Bill Withers, I play his songs in my classroom. I play the 10 and to 12 minute versions. Yes, backstab. So she says these people are just, you know, they're backstabbing her and all of these other things. Curtis Mayfield. Oh yes, Superfly. I'm that brother. I'm your brother. I'm the what is that? I'm your pusher. Yeah. Lovely Day. Yeah, I listened to the 12-minute version. Oh my goodness. Yes, we're going back. The Temps. I like Temptation. Rolynn, I interviewed Frida Payne on my channel, and she told me she was writing a memoir, and I said she was doing her book release in Manhattan. I told her I wanted to come. She had her publicist to email me the tickets. I went to Manhattan. So I will forever love Frida Payne. And we know her from all that she has left is a band of gold. Oh, yes. Hey, Texas Proud One. Hey, we do it all here. I sing Foreigner, the Rolling Stones, Teddy Pendergrass. I sing it all. Old school hip hop. Yeah, I like old. The job application. I used to be fishing kid. My grandson changed it to this. The job application. That's okay. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, let me pull this up because like I said, she likes to play all these games and make people laugh. And then you see people, she got them told off. I don't need anyone telling anyone off. What I actually need is for you to come and do something to this community. What was that bad built? Let me see. Let me type. So this is what she does. What was it? Bad built. And because she and Margie Taylor Greene, they had words. because Margie Taylor Greene said something about her. So then let me show you this. And so people are like, ha, ha, ha. They're all over social media. Look, she got him told. Ha, 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 ha. And how is that helping you personally? It's not. And then people did all kinds of memes. Oh, my God. And they did. Okay, let me see.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee.
Hold on. I'm trying to see which one. They did a lot of memes. If I play the meme, though, where people are singing and dancing to it, that they will copyright me. So I'll show you this one short. I'll show you this one. And then we're done.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
part of the.
I'm trying to find clarification on what.
Chairman, motion to strike those
idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just.
You just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't
just
want to
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get
Okay.
clarification.
Let
Don't
him
tell me to calm down,
Calm down.
because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise
down.
and then
You're out of control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can we
come and
send
talk
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right.
Do you know what
So
we're
you
here
see
for?
what I'm saying? So people were like, ooh, she got her told. So again, I don't, and see people, oh my God, people were all over TikTok and made a song, a meme. Let me see. And like I said, if I play it, people remixed it. Let me see.
I set out on a journey to create a product.
And I know if I play it, let me see. If I play it, what I'll do is probably share it in the.
Better understand your rules.
Oh, really? Don't even play, baby girl. We are gonna move.
Let me see.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch.
Okay, yeah, they you know how people are when someone says something, they just take it and yeah. So let me speed it up and then you can hear it. All right, and then I'll share the link and then you can all right, here we go. But yeah, this turned into a whole, I just can't figure out how someone with that much money can buy such ugly clothes. Yeah, he played it off. What? Her act? Yeah, her act is over. All right, so listen to this. I had to speed it up so I'm not copyrighted.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, baby girl, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you? Are your feelings hurt? Words down. Oh, girl, baby girl, don't even play. Oh, really? Don't even play, baby girl. We are gonna move and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I'm not apologizing.
Bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, baby girl, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, baby girl, bad built body, bad butch butch body, bleach blonde, bad butch body, bleach blonde, bad butch body. No, because this is what y'all do. I'm trying to get clarification.
You're not recognized. Ms. Crockett.
Hear you with your yelling.
Calm down. No, don't tell me to calm down because y'all talk noise. Bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, baby girl, bleach blonde, bad built butch body, bleach blonde, bad built butch body.
So anyway, it took on a world of its own. So I will share that up under the video. Oh, moms. What a mess. It sounds better though that way. Yes, Tijuana. Yes. Oh, Maga, you know that. Oh my God. So anyway, let me you can listen to it. I sped it up. I don't want it to be copyrighted. Let me go ahead. I'll do that now. So you can you can watch that and listen to it regular speed. But yeah, it just so people are all over the internet. Oh, she told her off. Yeah, and if you're living in her district, love, that's not helping you at all. So stop it. All right, let me put that right here. That's up under utilized sources. That'll be the very first one. So that's all I have for you. Until next time, of course. And hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If it only had auto tune, right? Yes, right, Robert. Boom. And so that's all they do. She says she gets her one-liners. Someone takes it. There's a remix. There's a song. People are dancing to it on TikTok. And that's not why you were voted into office. So Margie Taylor Greene owns a ton of gyms and a salvage company. Okay, thank you, Marga. People know she's fake. They know. And that's why she's lost all credibility. Sounds like a Cardi B song. Yeah, so she'll have a name, like she has names for Trump and other people. I don't care about names. What are you, if I was in her district, what are you going to do to improve this community? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Texas Proud One. Have a blessed evening, love. I may be live Monday. Monday. Is it Monday? Monday we have teachers, what is it? Open house where students and parents can come in. I know I won't be live tomorrow. If I'm live again, it will be Tuesday. It will have to be Tuesday because tomorrow night I'll be at the school late. Last day for Mary Jane, Tom Petty and the Heart. I love Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. The waiting is the hardest part. Oh my God. Thanks for keeping us up on the I'll keep you up on Jasmine Crockett. You heard the boss. People like and subscribe. Yes, moms, YouTube. You know, the boss, you said the boss, and every time I hear the word the boss, I think about Diana Ross or Bruce Springsteen. I get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I'll come home in the morning. I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired. Man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby. I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. I told you we're going to turn this down into a music class. I love Springsteen. I don't like his politics, but I do love his music. I do. Yeah, I still have my cassette for Born in the USA. You can't start a fire. What about your little world falling apart? This gun's for hire. Yes, Tijuana. I love Diana Ross. Yes, I love taught me. Oh, yes, I love Who is the Boss? I love Diana Ross and the Supremes. Politics, yes. So she's out here making memes and rapping. They not like us. Get out of here. Thank you, Caesar. Running down the drain. Oh, Dorian, yes. Woohoo. I like Free Fallin' too. That's another personal favorite. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah. Free Fallin', that's up there for me. Clarence Clemens, the best part. Yes, the E Street Band. Oh man, yeah. Yes. What about 8-track? Randy, I don't have any 8-tracks. I still have some cassettes, Randy. I remember 8-tracks when I was a very small child, but I still have some cassettes. Who sings that song that goes, "Don't turn"? Oh, don't it make my, what do you mean? Don't it make my brown eyes? Don't it make my brown eyes? Don't it make my brown eyes blue? Is that the song you're talking about? Because if that's the song, that's Crystal Gale. Candy Staten, When You Wake Up Tomorrow. I love Candy Staten. Tijuana, I sang her song Victim the other day when we're talking about these Democrats always complaining that they're victims of white supremacy and racism. And it's a lie. All right. Malga Tamar, my grandmother. Yes, that's Crystal. I love Crystal Gale. Yes. The Traveling with Crystal Gale. Yeah, she had the longest, prettiest hair. I remember her as a kid. I think she was on Solid Gold too, but everyone loved Crystal Gale. So we're done. Like I said, Joan Baez, okay, she's all right. When will I see you again? The 3 degrees. When will I see you? I listened to like the 12, 13-minute version. I love that. When will I see you again? Come on, come on. I don't know. When I've been so blue, I don't know what's come over you. I have Crystal Gale's album. What's that black hair she had to cut because it was so heavy? It was giving her headaches. Yes, Jeffrey. She had some long. Her hair was down to her rear end. I remember as a kid. Tijuana Confunction. Fun, fun, fun. Yes. All right. So we're going to go. I enjoyed you. Do me one small favor, folks. Once we end the live stream, if you will come and leave a comment. I probably won't get to it tonight, but tomorrow they have us all in a teacher's workshop. So as I'm in class, when we take a break, I promise I will answer all of your comments. I may not get them tonight because I love Jackson Brown. Yes. Running on empty. Yes, I love thank you, Baldwin. I love, yes. Okay, love you too, Mom's YouTube account. Thanks for dropping in, love. We're ending. Don't forget, please leave comment. Good night, Randy Golden Crown. I'll see you hopefully Tuesday night. I'll probably be live because you know the Dems are going to do something stupid. All right, Jeffrey. Yeah, so don't forget, folks. God bless you too, Dorian. Make sure you leave a comment once the live stream ends. YouTube will push the video out to more people. I love you. Be safe. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section.